take the hit, take the hit.
Welcome back to FBL Take the Hit. You're here with Joff. Today we are talking Matchday 3, UEFA Champions League. We're looking at our hit squad for this week. So let's get straight into it. Goalkeepers. Wojciech Szczesny. So Juventus have Lokomotiv Moscow at home here. I feel like they're going to do the business. They're relatively very solid in the Italian League, in the Champions League, wherever. That's Juventus's point of call. They're just solid as a rock. And I can see definitely Szczesny keeping a clean sheet here. Maybe making 3 saves, hopefully getting him 7 points, but just a solid first choice goalkeeper for this week. And as our backup keeper, we've got Benfica's Vlachodimos. So they've got Lyon this week. I just feel like he's a good shout. He's great for the backup. He's 4 million. He's a cheap player to have anyway. Yeah, Lyon might score, but at the end of the day, we've got Szczesny. We want to conserve our funds as much as possible in the goalkeeping region because Szczesny's 5.5. Moving on to defence. So we've got, I'm starting with Renan Lodi. I'm going to start with the cheapest one, 4 million. He's Atletico is out of nowhere left back. So Felipe has been benched. I don't know what's happened there. So Atletico's got Bayern Leverkusen. They most likely will keep it clean as well because Simeone is very, very defensive. And who knows if he gets a potential attack in return. But we've got him in there for the balls received as well and the clean sheet points, which Bayern Leverkusen hasn't been that great in all across the board. So let's see what happens there anyway. Moving on to the next cheapest at the back there, I've got Willy Orban. So this is someone that I've told you guys about from the very beginning of the Champions League campaign. He's so cheap. And actually, while we're with Willy Orban, let's go to Helsingborg as well. So they play for the same team. They're Leipzig. Helsingborg's 4.5. They're both great choices just for the whole season. I really like them, both assets for the whole season. You've got Willy Orban, who's their captain. So that's something, again, I'm a massive fan of captains just for all across the board, just because they're leaders and leaders do great things. And he could go and get a goal or an assist if his team needs it. So I feel like, Leipzig, they've got Zenit at home. Zenit, they don't travel too well, usually. This season they've been actually not bad. But so Helsingborg could get your attacking return as well. He actually plays for Germany as well. So just to show the caliber of player here. Moving on to everyone's favourite player in the Champions League, Tagliafico. So this guy here, 5 million. He's got 2 clean sheets and 2 goal assists already in the Champions League this season, and he's got plenty of attacking potential. And obviously Ajax has got plenty of clean sheet potential, so it's a no-brainer for me. I'm not even going to talk about him anymore because he should be in all your teams. And moving on to Bonucci. So I'm with Juventus here this season with their defence, or with every season with Juventus. Juventus is just so good. I mean, I follow Roma in the Italian League, and Juventus always piss me off. They're just staunch at the back, and they're just amazing. So Bonucci, he's got a potential attacking threat as well. I just like Bonucci. I know there's other defensive players at Juventus that it could be better options. I think Danilo, if he guarantees to start at right back, he's 5 million. He's a great shout, but I just think Bonucci's it's Bonucci. He scores goals. He's a real leader on the pitch as well. And a couple of players that were tough not to make it into this team. One was Thomas Meunier from PSG, 5.5 million. I love the bloke. He scored for Belgium in the international break. 5 goals, 7 assists last season in all comps. So the guy's an absolute beast. I love Thomas Meunier. And another player is Joshua Kimmich. He's playing as a centre midfielder. He's a great player. He's actually scored last match day, so definitely keep an eye on Kimmich as well. If he's in your team, you keep him. Moving on to the midfield. So kicking us off, we've got Sensi. So I think that Sensi, most likely he will play. I think he's a bit of an injury doubt at the moment, but they've got Dortmund. Sensi's just great talent. He's on set pieces sometimes. He's already scored 3 goals and 4 assists in 7 games in Serie A this season, that's impressive numbers. So moving on, we've got Dani Parejo. So Valencia, 5 million, great player, great asset. He's experienced. He's on penalties. He actually missed a penalty in the last match day. A few people gave me a hard time. Hey, calm down, will you? And so I think I actually might even have Dani Parejo in my team this week. He's got Lille away, and then return after that, he's got Lille at home. So I just feel like those next 2 fixtures are really great opportunities for Dani Parejo. Moving on, I have got Angel Di Maria. So this guy has just had a great start to the Champions League campaign. He got his double in the first match day, but He should have scored 1 or 2 goals in that last match. That really pissed me off because I had him in my limitless team. He did nothing. But so Angel Di Maria, I think that is a great shout. I feel like PSG could put Club Bruges to the sword. You never know. Even though Bruges has been in amazing form in their league. So I just like Di Maria. I think he's a great player and he's in great form. Moving on to Mohamed Salah. So Mohamed Salah, no brainer. He's a bit expensive, but hey, he's pretty cheap for his quality, and he's on pens, and they're playing Genk, and Genk concede goals. We've seen that, despite them keeping a clean sheet against Napoli, but they conceded goals against Salzburg, a lot of them. So I think that Salah, I feel like Liverpool are going to want to wrap the Champions League campaign up pretty early. So Salah for sure for me. And Raheem Sterling as well. I'm sticking with him. He came off the bench last time out. He's been rested, so I feel like he should be starting. I hope. You just never know with Pep. It's a risk, definite risk. But I definitely like having Sterling in my team. A couple of players to miss out. Ziyech from Ajax. I really like him this season. He's 8 million. He's had a great start to the campaign. He's just electric. He's going to be leaving Ajax very soon because he's just too good. Ajax always get pickpocketed, the poor bastards. But yeah, so Ziyech from Ajax, 8 million, great player. And also João Felix as well. We've seen him play up front for Portugal. So I like to see that as well, to be honest, because it just shows that he's going to be playing next to Ronaldo. He's going to learn a lot, and he's going to be up for these big Champions League games. So again, they've got a Leverkusen. So it's actually he was tough not to miss out anyway. Moving on to the forwards, kicking us off, Mr. Haaland. He's been in great form. I think he's most likely back to full fitness now, and he could be a great option at 4.5 million this week. He's been scoring goals for fun, this kid. He's amazing for a 19-year-old. So yeah, definitely consider Mr. Haaland. Already a UCL hat-trick, wow. And moving on to my top heavy players here. So Lewandowski, I just can't keep off him. He scored a hat-trick for Poland as well. He's due a massive haul, even though last week he got a massive haul as well. So away to Olympiacos and then home could be a great option for the whole campaign. He's just an absolute beast. Lionel Messi now, finishing us off, 11.5 million. Is a beast. They got Slavia Prague away. They haven't had the greatest start to the campaign, so they're going to be a bit itchy to get the 3 points. And obviously, it could be a bit of a challenging task to go to Slavia Prague, but they want to put him away early in this game, and they want to get some goals on the board. So I feel like Messi, he's due. I'm actually most likely going to consider him for my team as well as Lewandowski this week as well. So players to miss out in this week, which was really tough, was obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a Champions League player. We know that. If he puts away a few of these chances against Lokomotiv, he could go absolutely enormous. But Juventus seem to just win 3-0 every week, and he gets 1 or 2, 1 goal, 1 assist. But even 9 points, 10 points this week for Ronaldo, maybe a couple of ball recoveries, could be a great option. And also from Leipzig this week, I really like Timo Werner. I feel like he's due. Last game week, it was pretty bad. He didn't do his job properly, did he? If anyone that owned him, wow, you'd be pretty upset. He had so many good chances, but failed to capitalise. But I think that wraps up my Matchday 3 hit squad top 15 picks. We're going to be looking at my Matchday 3 squad reveal in the next couple of days as well. But this is just a great little, great look at who to put in and who to have, and hopefully I've helped you with this one here, guys. So anyway, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure hit the subscribe button, click the notifications so that you get these coming up straight away. And give us a like if you wouldn't mind. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.
Take the hit.